Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of the South Texas Vibe podcast. This is I'm Cowboy,
I'm Rue.
and we wanted to go over some topics that we finally get to go over that we mentioned in the first episode, and it's mainly like stuff that just ticks us off,
Pisses us off.
Yeah, pisses us off,
Gets on our nerves.
pet peeves, and stuff that we need to address. So he's gonna go over like the first topic, and we're gonna go from there.
Okay. The first one that I really hate this one. Hypocrites in social media, and I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Is like all these people that, specifically the people that talk about praising God and they pray to a Lord, and they always use like scriptures and Bible verses in their tweets and posts and everything. Yet these people are like out there doing drugs and sleeping around, doing all these things. Like last time I checked, that ain't in the Bible, isn't it?
It's not very Sunday of you.
It's not very Holy Sabbath.
Holy Sabbath.
But that's a big one, and I've seen plenty of people. Of course, I'm not gonna name anybody, but like that's so that gets on my nerves. Like, like you tweet all this. Like I pray to God to get me through my struggles. Oh, and I thank God for everything, and it's more of like, because I understand there is some people out there that are actually religious, people that actually go to church and all that.
Yeah.
But I know these motherfuckers. They use it as a do you know what I'm getting at?
They kind of use it for clout, and you can
Clout.
see it.
Yes, that's the word, clout.
You can definitely see it in some people, because I have no problem with somebody using like a social media platform, like to reach out to other people, like
Yeah.
hey, like I'm very holy. I'm gonna retweet this scripture or put it in their bio or whatever. So it spreads the word of God. No problem with that. But there's some people. There are a very select few people, and
Yes.
again, not mentioning names.
We know,
But they'll have like what's the most common one? Philippines or something. 413.
I don't even know it because I don't know.
Philippians 4:13.
Some
like,
bullshit like Jebediah or something, you know, Jeremiah or something.
Jebediah 17:34.
It's like
17:30.
John 3:16.
Betty Wap 17:38.
But like you see, it's like. See, there's no words for it because that's how much it pisses me off.
Like, because they don't go out there and be like, oh yeah, God gives me the strength. I thank the Lord for every day. Every day is a blessing. And then you see them on another social media, and they're acting like an absolute jackass.
Doing coke off the Holy Bible.
They're just okay. I won't go that far and say like them tearing pages out and be like taking lines and stuff.
No, making
I'm
making
not going
joints,
that far.
making joints out of the Bible, out of Scripture.
They're like, I don't need this page. It's not important.
That's a holy high.
We're joking. It's a joke. Chill.
Yes,
but like there are some people that go along the lines of that principle, and they're just like, like I'll go to Sunday and I'll repent, because what's the point of church, if I don't sin? And it's like that's defeating the purpose of church.
Like, not to bash on religion.
No, we're not bashing on religion.
But
it's just jokes.
Specifics is like typically like people that are Catholic. They go party and Friday and Saturday and do all like, okay, it's not around partying, but I mean like doing bad shit basically, like. And then you go to church, praying God, like, I'm sorry I fucked that hot bitch the other weekend, unprotected. I had premarital sex.
Yeah, that's a big one, man.
But like, don't tweet it for clout. Tweet it because you actually believe in that shit. Not like I said, not shitting on anybody, but that's very annoying. It's very very overused. People like. There's typical tweets and posts. It's like so overused and like it's what's that word?
Like what's like the generic one?
Generic. That's the word. It's not
the very generic tweets that like get like hundreds of likes and retweets, and that's like more in the local area that we get to see. But like the ones that they're like, let go, let God. And whoa, like
3,000 likes and 1,000 retweets, and for the most simplest words.
Yeah, like, and you're like, okay, yeah, let go, let God. If you actually believe it, there's all power to you.
Yes.
Like, hey, that keeps you in line. Perfect.
Yes.
You know, it keeps your head on straight. It's like, sounds good to me, man. You live your life, I live mine. Now, the people that do that and they post, I'm gonna go more towards like the male category. You know, they'll post and they're like, yes, I'm a devout Christian, whatever. And you know damn well they only post that so the girls slide in their DMs. Like,
like,
yes, I'm finally a Christian man. That's super, like he's super obsessed with himself. He's in the gym every day. He's going to school. He's working on himself. He's such a
self-absorbed.
and you're like, yeah, no, this guy. I've met him a couple of times. And
yeah.
Like,
going to that, like cutting into the next topic, people that are very conceited and
that are not humble.
That aren't humble and they flex relentlessly. They cannot stand to be just celebrate in silence. That's what I believe in. That's actually one of our bigger pet peeves. That is
like of my like. Let's just say I have a lot of pet peeves, but some of them minor, some of them big. Like one of my big ones is definitely like don't be interrupted. And then what? No. And then like my number 2 is people not being humble. It's like chill your roll, man. It's like just grind in silence.
Yes.
Like stop being super unauthentic and
let your work be the what's that word? Let your results do the talking.
Yeah, exactly.
And this doesn't apply just to the gym. It can apply to like getting a badass job or a car. Because what I see a lot of, and everybody knows that social media is superficial as fuck. Like I'll agree. Like I put some good posts on there, you know, like to look good. But at the end of the day, it's a very superficial thing. It's people's highlight reels. So you see, some people take it a little too far. Like some people like genuinely enjoy, like, hey, you know, hey, I got a good job. You know, I worked hard for this, and I was like, okay, we understand. It's the people that flex how much they got. They're not humble with it. They show off how much money they got, like on their Snap stories. You know, just like fucking hundreds like that, and oh man, I just put a down payment on a 2020 fucking Camaro, and you know, it might come off as envious. It's really not. It's just more of like, I can't stand people that just can't keep it to themselves. Celebrate your victories in silence. And
it comes down to just being humble.
That
like it really does come down to it.
Conceited people. That conceited.
Conceited. There you go.
That's the word we were trying to.
Yeah, conceited. Maybe they may not have meant it to come off conceited, but it definitely feels that way. Like, let's be real. Like, there are a lot of friends of mine that like they post like their success on social media. I'm like, and I am genuinely happy. I see people post like relationships on there, and I'm there like sitting on the toilet or whatever, like or in bed, and I scroll past it. I'm like, dude, I am happy for this person, for these people. I am super happy for them. Now, put that aside. There are also some people that just you feel like
they rub it in your face. They're like, hey, I have this, you don't. Like, hey, look at me. I got all this.
I wanted to delete Twitter for so long.
And not only Twitter, Instagram, dude.
I'll keep Snapchat and Instagram. I've grown to like Instagram recently. I'm starting to use it a little bit more. With Snapchat, I've always used Snapchat. Twitter, I recently, ever since I came to college, I started hating it. The only reason why I keep it is to keep in touch with friends. That is literally
the memes
and the memes.
Definitely, and to promote our podcast. But
to promote our podcast, I went to like my political stage, whatever. But I just like pissing people off. It's like Eminem said, like God put me on this world to piss people off. Like I genuinely believe He put me on here to do that. And like going back to like our topic, the whole just the people that cannot stand just to enjoy it. And there's generally some people that have parents that want their kids to have a great lifestyle, and they work hard for that. And it's like, okay, I get it, but teach your kids to be humble. They grow up like thinking they're like a princess or a prince, and everything's handed to them like nothing. They don't have to work hard for it, which is what I cannot stand. That's another thing, lazy people. But we'll get to that a little bit later. That's an extension. That's another episode. No, it's probably we can talk about it in this one if we want, because this would be part of it. Yeah. Hey, we got only 10 minutes down. We got 30-minute time limit. Yeah. But okay, going back to what I was saying is
Yeah, it's like, why? What is the reason for you needing to post all the badass shit you got? Not because you're grateful, but he's like, you know what? I want people to tell me, hey man, that's a badass car. Hey man, that's a lot of money. Hey dude, that's a badass body. You know, that's a different story, but they just cannot, like, they need that validation. That's really what that's all social media is validation. Like, there's some people that take it too far, girls and guys, you know, like posting provocative pictures of themselves or just showing off their bodies, like, hey, I got this, you know, you can't touch it. And I was like, cállate el hocico, like, dude, just cheating out. It's so annoying. It gets me mad talking about it. I mean, annoyed.
I think the last time I posted something like anything remote to that, like remotely close to that, it was when I posted my pistol on Twitter, and I was like, in a way, okay, let's be real. In a way, it can come off as like, hey, I got this pistol, you don't have it. Like, it could come off as a flex, but I have a genuine passion for firearms.
Yeah.
So it's like, I dare somebody to come and tell me like, oh, you're just flexing. You're like, no, I dare you to come over here and try to talk guns with me. I will talk your ear off all day and night. Yeah, I know my stuff about guns. So when I posted it, I was like, it might come off a little weird. I didn't want to do it because I have a whole collection of them. So why would I post just that one? Was because I worked my absolute ass off so that I can buy it. You know, I've always wanted my own. But it just depends on like how you showcase it on social media too. Because there's just some people that just aren't, like, they don't, like, you know, they don't work hard for it. Like, they're kind of they're like,
I can't think of the word right now, but they just have to flex it.
They have to flex it, yeah.
They just have to show it. And coming from a, you know, personally, I didn't come from like a, you know, wealthy family or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you know, hardworking middle class Hispanic Americans who learn how to work for our shit. You know, not be handed anything. And that's mainly that instilled in me, makes me like despise people that just cannot be humble.
Yeah,
that's just, I can repeat. I'm basically repeating myself over and over. That's how much I.
That's the topic of the video. Yeah.
The topic of the video, yeah. But you know, moving on to our next topic, we're gonna bring up the lazy people. Yeah, lazy and disrespectful in terms of, like, they don't respect your time and stuff. So that's a big category. We'll talk about that right now. How do you feel,
dude? Because like the way I grew up is like you have to be productive every single day. If you're not productive, you are worthless. Like, my dad is the hardest working person I've ever met in my entire life. Nobody will ever pass him up. I think if him and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson were in the room, like, they'd be on equal levels. Like, that guy, it's that drive. It's just the drive. Just do something every day. So that in a way has drilled into my head, and it's like, still did too. Yeah. So like, some days where I don't do anything, I'm like, dude, I feel worthless. Like if I don't pick up hobbies or if I don't do something, like, I think that's why I kind of went into engineering. I was like, yeah, the homework might be much, but you know, it'll be worth it in the end. Like, if I just put my mind to it. But going back to lazy people, that is why I surround myself with people who are go-getters. People who have a drive, ambition. Like, I don't hang around people all the time. They're just like, I'll just do it next week, or I'll do it whatever.
Especially in groups and all that stuff.
Groups and just friendships. Like, it's like people who are successful. They're like, if you want to be successful, you have to surround people who have the same mindset as you.
It's like a common environment.
Yes, exactly. So in a way, like I've noticed, like, throughout the years, like, okay, who's really ambitious, who's hungry, and I'll hang out with them more or whatever. And every once in a while, like,
it's good to
you'll screw off, and
it's good to screw off. But when like, dude, like, people that are fucking lazy asses, man. Yeah. Oh my god, that drives me up the fucking wall. Like, I just can't stand it, dude. Especially in group projects, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, but.
In group projects, I end up doing most of the work. In most cases. Yeah, you just do end up doing most of the work.
It's just that, like, you know, like, people that are also lazy, they don't even, sometimes they don't respect your time. That's a big thing. That's a very big sign of disrespect, and that's a pretty sure a pet peeve of everybody. But that literally, like, that drives me up the wall.
Yeah, especially like us, like in engineering, like like these past few years.
We're busy
like,
people.
We're very, very busy people.
Yeah.
I like to stay busy on the weekends because if not, I just go insane. But when you make time for people and you reach out to them like, hey, I'm free this one day and that is it. Like, let's hang out. And they're like, okay, yeah. And then the day comes and they cancel. And you're like, dude, we had this plan for like a week or two, maybe even a month.
You know some people like that.
Yeah, some people. I mean, nobody's going to hear us. Like we tell our friends, like, hey, dude, like, that's pretty messed up how we did this. But, like, they don't really hear our voice, like, our opinion on it. So that's why we have this podcast. You know, talk about topics like this.
Talk shit.
And to talk shit. But that's one of my pet peeves of all time is definitely, it's like when I go home and I have an agenda in my head and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this today. And if somebody doesn't respect my time and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to take my time in the middle of this and I'm going to take up all your time. Like back then, let's just say like when I was building my arena in my backyard, like sometimes like I had like neighbors or family members or friends, or let's just say in this case, I'm not gonna name names. Let's say it was a family member. They'd show up and they'd start talking our ear off, and you're like, man, I need to get to work, dude. I want to finish this part of our project this day. You know, just because you're not doing anything doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. So in the case where like let's just say you finally have a time off, like, hey, let's hang out. And it's like, okay, and then boom, they don't. It's like, oh man.
Wasting time.
Yeah, you're like
wasting my time.
This is why I don't like hanging out with people sometimes.
Time is a very valuable thing you will never get back.
Very, very valuable.
And that's a. Oh, that makes
like I think we're slowly.
This whole episode's like
making my skin crawl.
Drives me up the wall, grinds my gears, and
you know I've been drinking a little bit, so it's like a little bit, but I'm trying to. I've been chill. I've been chilling for now, but
yeah. But yeah, that was a good one. I think our last and final pet peeve or shit that drives us up the wall. You know, I've been saying that a lot because it just fits so perfectly, man. So the complex we live at, the apartment complex, a couple of weeks ago released a paper on vicious dog breeds.
On aggressive dog breeds.
What did I say?
You said vicious.
Oh,
but
I don't even remember.
Like, just so that it can stay true to the paper, it said aggressive. Aggressive again.
Mind you, like some dog breeds that are very like known to be aggressive weren't even on there. Like with like your Anatolian Shepherds.
Yeah, I've like whenever that paper I found it on my doorstep or on the paper, the clip, whatever. I told him, I was like, dude, my old dog isn't on this list. So I could have had him here, you know. And he's the most vicious thing I've ever raised, you know. And we live at a ranch, so it's like, and he was an outdoor dog, so he had to survive. So like when coyotes would pull up, he'd defend himself, and he'd go in, like we'd feed him, but he was such a big dog, he'd eat so much, so like he'd go and look for his own food and stuff.
Yeah.
But according to that list, he was not aggressive, so I could have had him. But I hate to curse, man. Excuse my language.
No, just go off.
A fucking Chihuahua, dude, wasn't on that damn list. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like those things. Like, I don't think those are dogs. I don't care this. I don't care if this offends anybody. They're pretty much rats. They're varmints.
My sister has a Chihuahua.
Dude, they're so like. I don't care if this offends anyone, bro. Like, Chihuahuas are not dogs. They're just. They're almost like. Like you walk on the street and they're barking at you. Like, dude, chill out, bro. Step on you, like
you can like punt it.
You can punt it. And, like shout out Austin Blade, you know, punt him.
All right. But yeah, dude, it's like some dude, like you know, to go with the whole dog breed thing. Oh, dude, the big issue they have here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of complexes have it. I don't know, but here, dude, I can't even like walk in the mulch or the grass without stepping on a big ass mojon from the fucking dog. Like, dude, there's a dog park, not even 40 feet.
It's like let's be generous, right? Like it is about like 40, 50 feet.
There's a fucking dog park there.
That's like
to take a shit.
That's like 20 strides that way, you know. And it's like,
and like I told here, yeah.
It's like I told you the other day. It's like there's no such thing as Well, I've heard this thing. There's no such thing as a bad dog. It's only bad dog owners.
Bad owners, yeah.
The bad owner part is definitely a thing.
Yes.
Like, if your dog can't handle that walk, it's because you're not taking him out to taking him or her.
It's all obese, right? Do you have exercise?
Well, it's not even that. It's like, take your dog out more so it doesn't, like, just, the first piece of grass, I'm going to see
the piece of mulch. Let me
Wait,
just take
what?
a big... I stuttered.
Please
there.
repeat that.
The first piece
Oh, okay.
of mulch. Like, I'm gonna just sit right here and take a big old shit. Old steamy shit.
Steamy shit.
And then I fucking, I'm over there because like we live in the first floor. I can't even walk to my truck without stepping in it. Like, yes, there's concrete. I get that. That's for walking. Yeah, I know.
No, even
but I'm a lazy ass.
There was
a piece of shit on the fucking cement, dude. Like,
and it's like okay, like like the people that don't pick up after their dogs, bro. It's like if you're wearing a mask,
yeah,
just pick it up with a mask and just take it.
Yeah, and then put it back on. Like, it's no biggie. Like, hey, he's got a free little napkin there. You can. It's no biggie, man. I mean, God, I have no words. That's why I'm just like so.
It's like you can't walk on. Of course, you're gonna see the shit on the cement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see it there. But in the part where like the mulch is brown, bro.
Yeah, and you're just walking in a.
You think it's another piece of mulch, and
and
your foot goes out from underneath you, and you land on it.
Bro,
this is a joke. It's never happened to us, but hypothetically speaking,
I thought you stepped in shit.
I've stepped in shit, but I haven't slipped on it and fallen on the shit.
Oh, okay, that's just dramatic. No, but like one of the story, like. Anyway, what the fuck's that?
Oh,
did you wipe your ass? Did you wipe your ass, man? Like, what do you mean? That's you, bro. Like, no, dude, check your fucking shoes, dude. Like, what's wrong is like, I stepped in shit, dude. Like, really? And now it's smeared all over my WeatherTech, my carpet.
Your carpet. It's on your dash because they put my feet on your. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Bro, if somebody,
imagine, bro. Imagine he's just like, what's that smell? I don't know. He just puts a foot on the dash and smears all over it.
Oh, dude, I'd be so
dude,
pissed
you
off.
would be pissed, right?
But like going back to like, dude, like that wouldn't happen if people here at this complex would just take their fucking dogs to the dog park
or clean up after your dogs.
Oh, at least pick it up. Okay, yeah,
pick it up.
Because God, I'm trying not to cuss as much because
yeah, I know. I got bad too.
I have a potty mouth, but
I got a rancher's mouth,
sailor's mouth.
Say yeah, no, this is gonna go off topic, dude.
No, but I mean,
there's like levels to it, dude. There's like a potty mouth, there's a sailor's mouth, and I feel like a ranch mouth, bro. Like you hang out with the wrong people, you get really bad.
ADD. On topic.
Hey. Yeah, you're right. You gotta keep me on topic.
You gotta get on topic. This guy, dude, can you see? I mean, get off topic myself. We go from talking from dog shit to sailor's mouth.
ADD.
Anyways, we're going back. So yeah, dude, like that's oh my god, that I was waiting for. That's why I left. Save the best for last. Last for best. I don't remember.
Last for best.
Last for best. Whatever the fuck. So, yeah, dude, like take your dog to the dog. Is there a dog park there, man? Take them out. Quit being lazy. You and the dog need to lose weight too. Go ahead and walk. God, I'm tired of stepping in brownies.
Oh man.
So yeah. I mean, do you think we got through all the? I mean, there's plenty of shit that pisses us off.
Yeah, that would be more of these episodes, definitely.
But I mean, do you got any more pet peeves? Anything that makes you mad? Was it seething with rage? Seething with rage.
I mean, other than those bad owners,
that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh well, the other day, whenever I went home, real quick, we'll end on this topic.
Yeah.
I went home to go work on a MIG welder back home, and I get a text from Andrew, and he was like, "Thank goodness you left, bro!
Oh,
thank goodness you left because there was some idiots outside racing their vehicles, peeling out,
screaming and yelling
at the top of their lungs."
Oh my god, dude! Like, I didn't even think about mentioning that topic. Well, that would be the best for last. 10 on this.
Yeah, that was...
Dude, like, these people... Okay, like, I get it. Like, it's a Saturday night. It's a Friday night, right? But... And people want to have a good time. But, dude, be considerate of other people. Especially if they live below you. Or... Just in general. They're fucking here at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yelling like idiots. Racing. They're revving their cars. And screaming, yelling, jumping, and like blaring music. Like, dude, like, I mean, I know I'm almost about to be 22. You know, but I'm already viejo.
Yeah,
I'm already getting to that point where
pretty
I need to
much
sleep.
too.
I need to get my sleep. I'm an old man now, according to some people that call me old man.
Yeah, I mean,
But like people that are that's a kind of going back to the whole like not respecting your time, disrespect.
oh yeah,
That's a
ties
whole
in
like
perfectly to it.
you're disturbing the peace. I can't stand people.
It's like because we had this conversation the other day. It's like we don't mind party, don't mind. You know, we party ourselves sometimes. We hang out, we chill. You know, but our type of party is much different. Like we like to have a beer and just chill out and talk.
A kickback.
Pretty much like a kickback. Now these people are idiots, dude. Like
Immature.
very immature. They're still stuck.
And they're in
like
college.
Yeah, bro. It's like, dude, it's 2 a.m. You live in an apartment complex. Like, you're revving your engine, peeling out. I wasn't here. Again, I'm not talking from personal experience, but he told me. He was like, bro, it was really bad. Like, it kept me up all night. I was like, man, these idiots that fucking wake me up at 6 a.m. too.
Yes,
like,
there's a guy that revs this damn car trying to act cool.
And it's like, bro, like if this was I wanted to tweet this the other day, but it might, if you don't say it right, it'll come off like as a threat. Yeah. It's like if this was the old way, that would have been handled day 2.
Yes,
it would have.
It's just
like now everybody feels like a victim. You tell them shit and they're like, oh,
you get butthurt.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, that. Oh my god, that's why if you're gonna have a party, like, man, do like they do in the rancho, man. Go to the ranch and go to the house party at least, you know, on a complex, especially if you live upstairs, like 2nd or 3rd floor, and you're just stomping and yelling and screaming, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's my pet peeve. You know, living in a complex. You know, I wasn't supposed to live here in the first place.
Yeah,
you know,
things happen.
Things happen, but it's just stuff you got to deal with. Yeah, I guess in a way, but some people need to respect other people's time.
Well, just respect them in general.
It's a
big, that's like I said earlier, like disturbing the peace.
Yeah,
like hey man, it's kind of 3 a.m. Yeah, it's a Saturday night. You know, I'm kind of old.
Yeah,
I gotta get my sleep and wake up for Bible study. You know, so I can be like one of those you know, those fake people, man. I couldn't think of the word.
I get you. I know what you mean.
Not hypocrite. Let my brain think a little bit. I'm gonna keep talking.
Yeah, this just keep you up. I mean, to me, dude, when like to be interrupted by anybody who's speaking over me or to interrupt my sleep, like that's big, man. That's up there.
Number. Yeah. But I think we covered some good topics. I mean, like I said, like maybe like 10 minutes ago, started rambling. There's plenty of more shit we can talk about, but we want to try to keep these podcasts at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's plenty more to come. You know, like more topics, and we're still on the fence of
future episodes.
Yeah, or like
even this episode was a debate with us.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I think it was a good one.
Yeah, and keep the feedback coming. We heard from a lot of good friends saying like, yeah, it's good or whatever, this and that. Like we heard the feedback, we heard the criticism. We love that. We love getting told like, hey man, like in that first episode, there was a lot of like white noise in the back. So
I fixed it.
He sat down, he looked up how to fix it, he looked into it, and we're working on that right now. Eventually we're gonna get a better camera, get better quality out of it.
Yeah,
and we'll keep it coming, man. It's like, we love the criticism. The people who actually like told us like, hey, I enjoyed it. Like I watched the first episode. I love it.
That was really cringy.
Yeah, it was really like to us. That was cringy as hell.
I mean, even this one might be cringy too. I mean, like I said, like nobody's perfect. But anywho, with that being said, I think the second podcast went pretty good. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see in the next one, right? I mean, sure. It'll be a surprise. Come with different
conversations going, man. And anybody listens to this, keep us posted. Keep us posted. Anything you want to hear us like talk about, we've already heard some suggestions, and we're thinking about it. We're thinking about some things. Yeah. But thank you for tuning in, man. This was a good podcast, and we'll catch you next time. Catch you later, guys.